CJ Navato, Vien King, Tim Pavino, Marvin Ong, Joshua Cabiladas, together with a powerhouse ensemble, Arion Sanchez, Chan Rabotazo, Daniel Wesley, Faye Castro, Ian Hermogenes, Mikey Basquinas, Pamela Imperial, Papel, Reflesia Bravo, Red Nuestro, Rain Paisley, and Rap Salazar. So thank you once again to the cast and the artistic team. And of course, we'd like to welcome the rest of the cast, the director of Sideshow, Toff De Venecia. He is joined today, of course, by the assistant director and set designer, Mark Dalacan. And I think we also have JM. Is JM in the house? JM, our choreographer. And of course, last but not the least, we also have our musical director, EJ Yatko. I'm looking at the house, I believe we also have our dramaturge, Jonas, come join us here. Sino ka ba? Carlos Yonko, please join us here on stage. And JD, of course, for our hair. Please join us in hair and makeup design. So as you can see, it takes a village to mount this production. Wag na, ang dami nyo na. So I think, Yana, we're ready to get the ball rolling.
Yes, we'd love to hear, of course, what you're curious about. Whether it's deep, quirky, heartfelt, or headline-worthy, this is your chance to dig a little deeper.
So, any brave souls who want to do the first question? Frida, not today. Okay. Any brave souls? As if Frida daw, brave soul.
Hi, I'm just asking. Question is up kanina kay Toff. So why the 1997 version?
Well, this is my favorite version of the show. It's the one that I grew up with somehow, especially as I was exposed to theater. It's also the version that I got to direct in Blu-ray way back when. And I got to see the 2014 also in Broadway back in 2016. And I guess I resonated more with this version. And then as the artistic team and I really dove into the material, we read the script, juxtaposed it with the 2014 version, we felt like this one was like grittier. It's also more political. And it's something that we could really sink our teeth in. Tama? On? In. Yes! Into. Yes. I'm watching pa naman True Blood right now. Okay, it's something that we could sink our teeth in. And kami naman sa Sandbox, sorry. Kami sa Sandbox, we love doing forum theater, di ba? Where we like to platform advocacies and we want to talk about like social issues. And I think this was the perfect version of the show to be able to do just that. It's similar but different. The 1997 version is sort of like a musical allegory. It's a musical to talk about something else. The 2014 version is sort of a bio-musical, an expanded bio-musical. So it's really the life and times of Daisy and Violet. The 1997 is like the life and times of Daisy and Violet and the Freaks to talk about something else. So parang ganon. So yeah, very exciting contrast. And I think ultimately what made us decide was the spirit of Alice Ripley. Because she starred as Violet in the 1997 version, and we are doing Next to Normal, also Alice Ripley. So the spirit of Alice Ripley is hovering here with us.
To follow up,
Yes.
are you also carrying over some of your directorial decisions from 2010, from the Blu-ray from 2010? Or?
I was just telling, so Arion Sanchez, one of our company members, was the Jake in that production. And I was telling him and some of the cast yesterday now, some of the DNA of that production sort of has woven its way into this production. So very little Shop of Horrors. The DNA of that wove its way into this. So parang, I guess, like viewpoints, it lives in our bodies. Even these like creative choices, they live in our bodies. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Frida. Any other questions from our friends? Ako wala pang brave soul, ako magtatanong. Oh, okay, thank you, Emil.
I have a question for Timmy, who also did Sideshow in 2018 with Atlantis.
And Bien, Timmy and Bien.
In the end, okay. So maybe for both of you, since you've done both shows and you're experiencing it this now, what can we expect from this version, and how would you compare your experience from before? Yeah.
Well, for me personally, doing that version in 2018, it was exciting to see the life and times of Daisy and Violet. And I feel like with this version of the 1997 version, it does really dive in a little bit deeper. The script is so juicy, and the songs that you didn't get to hear in the 2018 version, which are in this version, I can't wait for you all to see it. And also to experience what we're trying to pull forward in this version as well. So.
Personally for me, both are beautiful, but this version, 1997 version, is for me more complex, and it has a strong message that I think after you watch this show, it will give you something to think about. So that's the thing for me. So I'm excited to do this with Sandbox. So please watch it.
Thank you, Vian. Who cares to expound on what that message is? From the cast, sinong brave dyan who's willing to...
Arcade.
I think as we're putting the show together, the important themes that really jumped out at us were the fight for survival, finding out your identity, and doing all of it in the spirit of the ones you love. So that really is what's jumping out at each and every one of us as we're putting the show together. So we have those messages that we have, along with the advocacies, of course, that we wanted to bring up with this particular staging of Sideshow. So yeah, it's that. And hopefully when you watch it, you feel seen, that you see yourself there. You know, even there is a part of you that you hide from everybody, and hopefully, it gets seen and you feel validated when you watch.
Okay, for our next question, can you guys please tell us about your character and how it resonates with you?
Maybe who wants to answer that? CJ?
So I play Terry Connor. I'm CJ Navato. I play Terry Connor, and I'm the talent scout press agent for the Orpheum Circuit, which I think it resonates with me in the sense that I like seeing the good in people. I like seeing potential, and I like telling them about that potential, helping them move forward. Hindi naman sa manager ako, hindi naman ganun. But I think I really see the good in people. That's something I said before, and I really am excited to explore here sa making ng show na to.
Hello po, ako po si Marvin Ong. I'm playing Jake. I resonate with my character because, not to say that I'm pure of heart, but Jake is for me, I think, the purest character in the musical. His love is so pure towards one of the twins. You have to watch to find out which one of them. But siguro yun, the goodness of his heart. Even amidst all of the challenges in his life, he can still find so much love to give. So yun po si Jake for me. And Josh.
Hello, my name is Josh, or Joshiming. Anyway, thank you, Marvin. Anyway, I'm also playing Jake, same with Marvin. And I resonate to my character because during my puberty stage, up to my early stage, I've been into unrequited love. So I do have a lot of emotional baggage. Of course, experiencing life, hardship, kaya-kaya ni Jake yan. So, yeah, abangan nyo. Thank you.
Ako naman, I'm Tim Pavino once again, and I'm Buddy Foster in this version of Sideshow. I resonate with my character because he's a music man, he's also a songwriter, dancer. And he just sees hope in every person that he meets. He's also a dreamer, and I know a lot of people can relate to that kind of a character as well. So for me, as a dreamer, I came from the US, now here in Manila as a dreamer, I can resonate with Buddy Foster a lot.
Hi, I'm Crystal, and I'm playing Daisy Hilton, one of the twins. And I think Daisy is more of the headstrong, the driven one. And I think I resonate with her in that way that when she knows what she wants, she's not afraid to go out and get it. And she really is a dreamer. She has so many things that she wants to do for herself. She wants to be on stage. She wants to be seen. But ultimately, I feel like it's her love for her sister that really shines through. So I'm very excited for you to see it.
Hi, I'm Molly. I play Violet Hilton. She's more of the shy, reserved twin. I do feel that I resonate with her in some ways. But mostly I resonate with Violet because she dreams of having a husband and a family, and that's actually my dream come true one day. So I really do feel, I really do feel, but yes, that's why I resonate with her.
Hi. Hi. For the show. Hi everyone. I'm Mariner. You can call me Emnor. I also play the role of Daisy. So Daisy is the more outspoken twin. Just like Daisy, I would like to believe that I'm passionate, that I'm a dreamer despite the struggles. So I'm a person living with a mental health condition. So this is a very stressful career, but we love it anyway. So I'm the same. I also have a sister and I love her very much. So away-away bate, but of course at the end of the day, you really love her. Just like Miss Tanya, I love her. And them, I love them. I love everyone. We love each other in this company. Thank you, Sandbox.
Hi, I'm Tanya Manalang, Atadero, but you can just stop it. I play Violet Hilton. I'm paired with Amnor. I resonate with Violet because she's the shyer twin, but she's very she's not afraid to speak her mind, which is very me. You agree? I'm interviewing her so you can answer for me.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she's very shy, but she's not afraid to speak her mind. I am that, and like what Molly said, she wants to have, all she wants in life is a family, stability, a husband, which I think I have, yes.
Yeah.
So yun, kaya siguro nakanakas. Yay, yun lang po, thank you po.
I also play Terry Connor, like CJ. He resonates with me because he's that guy, and he's that guy who kind of brings everybody together, and I've always wanted to be that kind of person. I want to be able to bring people together, not only at work, but with things that I believe in, things that I fight for. As a person. So, nagbibinato si Terry. But yeah, that's how I resonate with that character. Ikaw, Vienna.
Ako? At first, I really wanted to do the role of Marvin and Violet. I wanted to do the role of Jake actually, but Toph gave me the role of Buddy. And now I realize after studying the character, so I think Buddy for me he is goal-oriented, ambitious. So I think one of the things that I can really resonate with him is having that goals that I really wanted to achieve for the sake of my family. So I will do anything just to give a better life to my family and also for my dreams as well. So I think that's one of the things that I can resonate with him.
Thank you, Vian. We'll end with John.
I'm John Santos and I play the boss. the leader of this little tribe that hops from one city to another, wherever there is a booking, wherever there is an audience, wherever may fiesta. I grew up shuttling Manila and Baleo, Bulacan. Alam mo naman, pag May 4, andyan na yung fiesta. And you see the ringmaster, and you see the raffle, and the shooting gallery, and the troupe of performers. And true, pag fiesta sa bawat kanto, may basketball game, may gay beauty pageant, may singing contest, and it's seasonal. And these performers, yung where I lay my hat, hanggang you're as good as the last time you deliver, and then you move on. That has been the life for a lot of performers who lead little tropas. Pag eleksyon na, go time the show. Tapos hanggang sa susunod. And it's survival. It's survival, tinalikuran mo yung regular life. So, as their leader, I tell them that. We need each other. I am your leader. Disciplinarian to a fault. Manggagamit pa siya. I like the pagka-gray of the character. And it is such a wonderful experience to be doing this in this form also. A sung-through musical.
Sung-through musical.
Thank you, John. For now, we have a question from Sir Amadis.
The other day I was talking to the executive editor of the Inquirer, si Walter Contreras, because soon the Sunday Inquirer news section will be publishing magazine articles. So he was telling me the kind of stories they would like. Of course, kasama yung mga plays doon ng theater. What's in it for plays, or in particular this play, what's in it for the community? It can be that the theater community or the community at large. No? Tapos the other editors would like parang hugot for their section. No? And then for myself, I would like to ask what lessons can we derive from this play? Thank you.
Lessons. So, nung inaaral namin yung material, parang it was always clear to us that this was a show about freaks. Right? It's a musical about freaks. And if you really dig deep, ano ba ang freak? A freak is an other. So if you start looking into the politics of the other, it's really the marginalized, the underrepresented, the voiceless, the oppressed. So we were always clear about that from the beginning, and I love that when I brought it up with the cast, the entire company, they've all embraced this reading of sideshow. So there's a lot of advocacy and passion and belief system that they're each bringing into this production. So I'm very excited to be able to flesh that out with them. And without revealing too much, I'm gonna pass the mic here, starting with you, Red, papunta sa right. I want you guys to introduce yourselves, and then one word to describe your freak. We're not gonna reveal their freak, because it's a surprise. But one word to describe your freak.
Yes, hello everyone, and thank you so much for coming to Sideshow. My name is Red Nuestro. One word to describe my freak is neglected.
Hi, I'm Daniel Wesley. I say genuine.
Hello, Aryan Sanchez. One word would be resilient.
I'm Ian Hermogenes, and one word for my freak is non-conforming.
Good afternoon, my name is Pamela Imperial, and my freak is very hopeful.
Hi, I'm Papelco, and my freak, to describe my freak in one word, it would be childlike.
Hi, my name is Mikey Basquinas, and to describe my freak, it would be abused.
Hi! Wow!
Bravo, and I'm playing one of the freaks. And I have 2 words to describe my freak. It's reclaiming power.
Hi. I'm Faye Castro, and the one word to describe my freak is colorful.
Hi, I'm Rain Paisley, and one word to describe my freak is piercing.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Rap Salazar. I would say my freak is the best of both worlds.
Hi, I'm Chandra Butazo, and I have also 2 words for my character, which is strong and bold. And my character is Chares Dudbukayo.
Thank you, Chan. Okay, we have a question from Jude Cartalaba. Jude, go
Hi,
ahead.
good afternoon. I'm Jude from Broadway World. I'd like to address my question to Tom. When the police discovered yung death ng dalawa, ni Violet and Daisy, on January 4, 1969, Daisy died first, Violet followed. My question is, bakit kaya pinili ng, thoughts mo lang, bakit kaya pinili ng playwright na mas piliin niya yung wedding scene compared to the deathbed nung dalawa?
Okay. So, again, 2014 is the life and times of the twins. In fact, it's a more fleshed out backstory. Like, they go to court, they try to emancipate from Sir, here it's boss, doon Sir, kasi parang dad. And then, there's additional characters, like who taught them how to close a door inside and hide, so that's Houdini. So, they're not present in this version. So here, it's sort of like just a snapshot of the life and times of the twins. You meet them already in the sideshow, and they, in terms of the action of the story, it just goes for 1 year in their life. So from the time they leave the sideshow, they find a claim in vaudeville up until they make it to New York for the Follies, which is sort of like the most desired type of performance by any artist back in the day. And then they end in the wedding at the Texas Centennial. So again, the 1997, it's really choosing a page in the story of these twins to really talk about, like, you know, more like bigger, more important, resonant themes, like of othering, of acceptance, of belonging, of fighting for your own place in the sun, about love, about forgiveness. So yeah, but siguro what's interesting for the audience is, since real life Siamese twins, si Daisy and Violet, they can actually watch their movie Freaks. It's online. And then you can watch Chained for Love, which was like their last film, which was also sort of like an exploitation film. And then that's that. So yeah, I don't really know what happens to them like towards the end of their life. But I think the moment that was chosen by Henry Kay and Bill Russell is something that is so revelatory and resonant, especially for the audiences. Henry Kay, siya yung sumulat ng Dreamgirls. So yung sumulat ng Dreamgirls, siya yung sumulat na to.
Thank you, Tom. We have Tita Toots.
This is for EG. We saw the video blogs about sideshow, and you made mention that there are around 51 songs.
Yeah, there are 51 songs, but there are 54 with instrumentals.
Can you just take us through in terms of how we will be tugged in our hearts with the melody, the way all these actors are going to sing it for us. Because as I sat through here, my wish list is for us to be able, as a total press people, sorry to tell this truth, if we can watch the cast for the both Group A, do you call it that? Cast A and Cast B, because I'm almost like speechless. Just thought I've been with you in the original Blu-ray version as your fairy godmother doing the PR. Okay, so I'm so sentimental why I'm here today. So, EJ, please take us through in terms of what we will expect, because I'm so senti already.
That's so sweet. Actually, if you guys saw the Atlantis version of Sideshow, they had book scenes. That means in that form of play, the music stops and then they do like normal talking scenes. In this one, halos dire-diretso yung buong music. So it's kind of like an opera format, but musical theater. May sobrang konting words, but almost everything is sung. Now, the advantage of that is yung music, it also informs the scene. Kasi yung orchestra, it also kind of informs the actor what the scene, the underlying context of the scene is, what to feel. So in that way, it's also an advantage that there's a score, like a film. Disadvantage, a lot of the scenes, like yung normal talking, is sung. Tapos usually, hindi siya song-song, like may tono. Like, what, this way, Mr. Connor, over here. Yung mga ganun, yung mga random na. Yung cliche na sinasabi sa musical, ganun kind of musical siya. But these guys, they worked so hard. 2 weeks of intense music, nag-aaral sila sa bahay. And they're all like fantastic singers. Mainly because of that reason, because the material is so taxing and it's so hard and it requires a lot of musicality. So if you were moved by today, magugulat kayo kasi they're even so much better when they're in the scene na with the emotions.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Tita Cruz. Let's continue with the rest of the questions.
Hi everyone, my name is Ans on behalf of the Palawander. So first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate the entire cast as early as now, because I know that this is a stellar cast and we definitely would be expecting a great show from everyone. So I'd like to direct this question to the Terrys of the show. So we have CJ and Rhett. So my question is, what do you think is, what makes this role different from roles that you've done in the past? And what do you find most challenging about it?
I think, kinitin naman ako what resonates sa akin dun sa character. I think Terry is very confident. The last role I played was Crisostomo Ibarra. He's very confident. But I think the real challenge here is like shifting because it's a Western kind of thinking. It's not Filipino. When I go up there, I'm not a Filipino. I went through a different kind of history. So it's a different experience. It's a different person. I think mas matanda kasi ito sa akin. I play a 40-year-old somehow and I'm 28 po. Yes! Thank you, Lord Jesus Christ. Pero I think the challenge is trying to emanate that truth, making them understand, making them believe that I am a 40-year-old manager, caring about twins. I'm helping people achieve their dreams. Alam mo yun? I think that's the biggest challenge for me.
Okay, for me, it's I have always played the idiots, like the well-meaning idiots. That's the usual characters that I play. So to be able to play somebody like Terry, who is aware of the real world and who is, let's say, more mature compared to the other roles that I've played. It's that is the challenge, but that's the fun part of it. To be able to play against type, that is a gift that any actor. To any actor, that is a gift to any actor. So that definitely, and of course, the second biggest challenge is trying not to cry. Okay, because I have to be the one who's like everything's okay, and then when they do like say goodbye to the freak show or something. to this anymore. It's very difficult. That's actually it. You not to be an audience member. That is the challenge.
Oh yes, oo nga. Ang sarap nilang panoorin.
Ang sarap panoorin.
No? Minsan I forget, ay ako na pala, lagi mo ako nire-remind na, uy, pasok ka, ay, oo nga pala.
And that's a shout out also to JM Kabling's choreography. It's amazing. And of course, there's only one EJ Yanko. And the way that he makes it, naiyak ka rin ako nung sinabi siya ko And of course, we have Dolph as the captain. And Mark Dalakat as well, always on the other side. It's that's the hardest part, to not be an audience member. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Rab. Okay, we have
And follow for those who will be playing the twins. I think it's kind of difficult to be portraying a role wherein you're conjoined. So what do you think is most challenging about it, and how do you plan to work on that? Because I think I've seen Tanya a couple of times, she's really good. But it's kind of difficult if you're, singing with someone. So what's that like?
This is definitely new to me. Number one, I do not have siblings, so that's already a big thing. But it's made me a more, generous and considerate co-actor, because every time I make a choice, I have to consider her, which makes it more special. Kasi parang napag-usapan nga namin the other day, pag nagbablock kami. Alam mo, parang pag nagbablock tayo, isipin natin, may higdan tayong parang golf na bag, di ba? Grabe naman, laki nun. Pero parang ganun tama yung kasama mo. So, there's that weight, I think, that we always have to be conscious about. And, I don't know, maybe for the first time, I'm not exaggerating, but maybe for the first time in my life, I'm starting to know what it feels like to have a biological sister. Because it really feels that way. Like umiyak na lang kasi wala na akong masagot. Hindi, joke lang. Definitely challenging, and definitely something that will make me grow as an actor. So thank you for that question, and thank you, Eleanor.
Sorry, I would like to add to what Tanya said. So I think something that's very important with us is the chemistry. How we always have those chemistry, scenes with the different partners. There's romance, a lot of romance, but this is different. It's a different kind of love. And I remember when we auditioned for this show, we didn't know each other. We've never met, and we had to all of a sudden sing "Who Will Love Me As I Am," and be in that moment and have that weight to it. And we really went up hi, I'm Casey, hi, I'm Molly. It's like hi. And then I remember Toph saying something before we sang, whisper 3 things about each other that you will share. And we just shared some super random facts, and we faced each other from across the room and we sang the song. And you know how you just feel like you're connected to someone? I felt that way when I was singing with Molly, and I knew that if we got the roles, I would really be able to do this with her. And so, we've been building our chemistry ever since, and just like Tanya said, I don't have a sister, so it's a different feeling talaga. And it's also a challenge dancing as a conjoined twin. Shout out JM, thank you so much. You would think not much dancing, but surprise, there's a lot of dancing, so you guys have to watch.
Same. 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 It's really challenging, as in the physical aspect, navigating the space. So Toph was very helpful. He helps us explore even our co-twins, twin multiverse. We help each other. We explore together. We talk about how do we sit together, ganyan. But again, it could be easy if you have powerful, generous, amazing co-actors. But yes, the dancing, prayers. But it's fun. The choreo is really fun. We're looking forward to it.
Yes. All right, we have last two questions left. Please ask your question.
Hi, I'm Stephanie from Daily Tribune, or the director, Dolph. How are you honoring what you loved from the 1997 Broadway while also making it feel new, especially for Filipino audiences?
New or you? Making it feel me or
New.
Yeah, new.
Feel new, especially for Filipino audiences.
Oh yeah, you know what? I always go back to Raflesha's question to me after one rehearsal. Sabi niya, Tov, paano makaka-relate dito yung mga Pinoy? Kasi, you know, it's set in the 1920s to 1930s, Great Depression, di ba? Tapos it's so foreign, it's ano. Sabi ko, well, I think that's where the politics of the other, the marginalized, the underserved comes in. Kasi we're using talaga the show to be able to platform awareness about all these underserved communities. So I think that's a way to make it new, like the politics and the relatability of the politics that we lean into. That's one. Two, it's new insofar as how it's staged. So audiences will be in both sides. Well, you can see this actually in Ticket to Me, like the seat plan when you buy tickets. There's sort of like so Mark Dalakat, our set designer, he's created some kind of exciting what he's coming up with. Also, Carlos, the costume. Parang there's sort of like an alley in which the action unfolds. So that's very exciting. I don't want to say it's immersive, but it's very experiential. It's almost like you're there with them. Sort of like giving Himala vibes in a way. You're not, basta gets yun na yun for those that I've seen. And siguro the staging, I guess the staging is also very contemporary. I don't want to intimidate you in terms like Brechtian and all of that stuff, but yeah, there is a lot of that happening and some tech. There's some tech happening also in this production. So we're very excited. They're actually they're storytellers. They're a company of storytellers. If you read the script, it starts out, they're all called The Company. Yeah, so we kind of leaned into the text of the 1997 version and how that might be expanded to our own creativity and artistry and inputs from everybody. This is a co-created, highly collaborative experience. I really feel like I'm just orchestrating from behind, but then I'm just setting a framework and they're all filling it up, filling it in. And sometimes I abandon my framework because they have even better ideas than me. So it's been so wonderful collaborating with everyone for this production. So that's why it's new. First time this is being professional. It's the first time this version is being professionally staged here in Manila. What you saw by Atlantis in 2018 is the 2014 version. So that's something new to look forward to. And again, just the alchemy of everybody, cast and crew, putting this show together.
Thank you. Okay, last two questions before we wrap up our Q&A.
Hi, I'm Anel Huego for writing for coverstory.ph. To anyone who wants to answer, how do you celebrate the freak in you?
Oh, that's lovely. And sa likod din.
Anytime a piece comes along that gives my freak an opportunity to be heard, that for me is something to be truly grateful for. The very close to me performers sa area, some of them, and especially in movies about that, I get drawn to Tatay Kong Nanay, Dolphy Payaso. And anytime I have opportunity to see that story makarating sa marami, jump ako agad. That to me is a celebration. And you get honored na some people feel your stories worth telling. Thank you.
Anyone? Maybe one more.
How I celebrate the freak in me is I just live. Living in itself, that act in itself, is a celebration, isn't it? Just living your true, authentic self. You celebrate who you are and what you believe in and the things that you love. I think that's it.
For me, maybe knowing your inner self, because if you know what's inside you, it resonates outwards, so people can also celebrate with you.
Pass the mic pala to. Ako naman personally, like as Direct Toff mentioned earlier, this show has been we've envisioned it to be a platform to be voices of the underserved, the marginalized groups. And we've had the opportunity to choose the other that we would like to advocate. No? Kaya ang laking responsibility niya, and at the same time, ang gandang opportunity to be voices of those people na walang boses sa lipunan in this society. And so I think as we go along throughout this process, in the process of looking for acceptance or to belong in this society, I guess personally, as a character, as a freak, my celebration would be, aside from being accepted, is accepting myself. Ayun. So, yung acceptance of oneself is a celebration in a way.
Ako naman, may add lang ako. When I was learning about the freaks, marami silang definition from the past. And up to this day, nagkaroon siya ng power and confidence. Kasi we get to create our own freaks po dito sa aming show. So, it's not just on the script, but we make our own freaks. So, kami din yung gumawa ng skill nila or talent nila or performance nila on stage. So, we're very excited to present it to all of you. And you get to see the genuineness of each freak. And yeah, we're very happy to do it, and we love what we're doing.
Thank you, Rap. Okay, we have time for our last two questions.
Hello. I'm actually personally excited doon sa mga circus acts na gagawin ninyo. So, if you can share something na, kasi I'm used to seeing you sing, perform, ganyan. Pero ito parang ngayon lang ata kayo magsa-circus magic, ganyan. What can you say as early as now? Sinong nahihirapan, anong challenges? And gano'ng ka-extreme yung gagawin nyo? Magtatawag pa kayo ng audience para hiwain yung katawan? May lambitin na mangyari? Is there something that you can say as early as now?
Kaya ako na lang sasagot as a marketing and PR director. They are about to train with Ivan the selfie magician. So, wag mo expect yung mga nakita mo kanina, but if you want to know more, you'll have to come and watch the show.
Actually, may I add, the challenge is more with our wonderful costume and our hair and makeup, because they're going to be doing a lot of the magic also with making our freaks come to life with our acts. So really, good luck Carlos and JD with helping us bring all of our acts to life. But as Sab said, again, to be our answer, yes, please come watch the show so you can see each of our acts, because ang daming pasabog, guys. It's very, very exciting.
Thank you, okay? Yes.
Sorry, pwede ba sumingit isang question? As a former child star, I want to ask former child star Rap Salazar. So, how's your theater debut? How's it coming along? Welcome to our theater tribe.
Thank you so much for coming today. This is something very new to me, but I've been performing on TV and doing films for the past 20 years, and this is my first theater prod, and I am very, very happy because I'm surrounded by great actors, great directors, and of course Sandbox Collective, a very, very fun and healthy environment for a debut, and this is something na bibit-bitin ko po hanggang sa pagtanda ko. And please, abangan niyo po kung ano yung freak ko kasi sa sideshow, I think dito ko pa lang po ito gagawin sa 20 years ko sa industry. And you see me saying on stage, lahat gagawin ko na dito sa sideshow.
Thank you, Rock. Okay.
We have another child actor here from Goy Bolilot, CJ Navato.
CJ Navato. Yung mga child star pala yung nandito.
Well, it is my
CJ, hindi ka pabuhay ng child star ako.
Oy, girl.
Okay, to wrap things up. No more? Okay, we're good? Okay, so that